Yuki,
Yes,
just bring your camera a little down. I mean, little light. No, not too much. No, no, no. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
yes, we are live now. Yeah.
All right. Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome to Chat with Rex on Effective Communication Skills, Episode 2. Lovely to have you all, joining us today for this, Chat with Rex series. Roman Andri, thank you to the few who joined. I think we're also hoping and we're waiting for a few more to join us. So, yes, today we have our very நம்மளுக்கு ரொம்ப பரிச்சயமான our career recognition coach Robinson Rex with us today, who is here to continue and support us with Chat with Rex series episode 2. So needless to say about our resource speaker today. Last time everybody were like நிறைய பேர் you were asking me, நிறைய பேர் DM லாம் கூட பண்ணிருந்தீங்க, ma'am, when are we going to have a session again with Rex? So and then we told you we're planning on taking it like a series. And then there was a lot of feedback in the last event. Thank you very much. So once again, ஒரு பெரிய நன்றி to all those who've joined. And in the we're just going to begin in next in few seconds. So what I want you to do is, what I'm going to request for you to do is this: kindly identify yourself in the chat box, your name and the college you belong to and which department, so that it'll be easy for us to know, and also to welcome you to this Chat with Rex on effective communication skills, episode 2, part 2. Right? Can you do that for me in the meantime? And also, quickly go text your friends and tell them, hey, the workshop has begun, and join immediately. Go know your friends. We would really appreciate that. Thank you. White. Yeah. So if you're joining, it would be great if you can identify yourselves in the chat box there. All that you got to do is just mention your name and the college you belong to and which department you're in. That's it. So we would say or a hi or a shout out கொடுக்க ரொம்ப ஈஸியா இருக்கும். All right. We totally get it. You guys are sandwiched between your examinations and webinars and remedial classes, but then so this is also very important and crucial. And like last time, I can assure you this time too that you're going to have a wonderful time of learning, and that's what we're trying to help you here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome the resource speaker for Chat with Rex series on effective communication skill, episode 2, none other than Robinson Rex, career recognition coach. Hi, Rex.
Hi, Yuki. Hi. How are you guys? Hello. Are you guys able to see me? Am I too dark or?
Yes, you are, Rex.
Yeah.
It looks like you're the opposite side of the light, and so.
Yeah, of the light. Yeah. Okay, maybe I was like Batman, the Dark Knight. Full dark,
I like the entry though. All right.
Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, Yuki. Thank you so much for the introduction again. And,
hi, Rex. Lovely
yes.
to see you and meet you today.
Thank you so much. It was good to be back on the second episode again. Hey, guys, I know that I'm so happy that the last time you guys actually said that when we're going to have a session, you liked it. I'm really happy. In fact, that is one of the source of motivation for me to keep doing this again and again and again. I'm sure you just didn't enjoy the content, which is like just about us talking, but you guys also enjoyed every term, maybe the presentations which you saw, the points which we spoke about, the activities which we had, the free resume template which you guys had. See, this is what makes an awesome session for you, all right? That's why I love doing this. And I really love doing it. I mean, in spite of it, it's actually a busy situation right here. To be very honest, I have 3 kids, and my wife goes through hell a lot of things over here. She multitasks. She does that, this, and then at the time she's like that Wonder Woman style, Even now, as Yuki was toiling, she was actually inside the restroom washing my kid. So,
So sorry, and kudos and cheers to your Wonder Woman there.
yeah, so it's not easy. I mean, so we're all packed, in fact, and yet I still love doing this session. It's not just online. Maybe tomorrow, if we meet face to face, also when I through my OSN, I would always love to do sessions. I always love training people. I love it when people learn and change and say, "Wow, that is nice. I'm going to do it." Because I'm like that. Yuki is like that. Everybody over here is like that. That's why as if you're a human being, the first thing I never learned this when I started my career. I never took this serious, and that is a lifelong learner. If you're never going to learn, right, even the smallest ideas, like for example, today, I wanted to know how to go ahead and arrange. I wanted to make a good setup at home for for recording videos, and I was thinking, how do I do it? So here and there, trial and error, trial and error. So as you keep doing that, you learn something every day. And then when you tell people about that, it's going to be like a bulb on moment. So always remember, guys, you have to be a lifelong learner. And today's session is going to be awesome. Effective communication. Trust me, I'm going to share some crazy things with you guys, and at the end, you're going to get something, a surprise from us. So be ready for that. So what can
Lovely.
we do, Yuki? Shall we go with it, or
Yes, we're
you
good
want to
to
wait?
be good to kickstart
Okay,
Rex.
ready
It's
to go. Okay,
3:12
cool, guys.
already. Yeah, over
Awesome.
to you. Thank you, Rex.
Super. Right. Okay, guys. Right. First off, I want to ask you guys. I'm going to share my screen, of course, the usual way of doing it. Yuki, I need to share my screen, so you need to help me do that. I don't
Absolutely.
have a
I
screen
will
sharing option.
give the host control. I will
Yeah.
request the host to make you co-host.
Right.
Dana,
Okay.
can we help
So,
Rex with that, please?
so guys, in the meantime, those
Yeah,
of you who
yeah.
are
Yes,
ready.
he can able to do the screen share.
Fantastic.
Already enabled. He can
Oh,
able.
Okay.
thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Dana.
Thank you, Dana.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay, guys. So, all right. You guys are able to see my screen? I'm sure you guys are able to see my screen. All
Yes,
right.
Rex.
So, now what we're going to do, guys, is I want you all to answer a simple question, okay? Um, ask yourself this question, because this effective communication training we're doing right now is not just you'll be effectively talking. No, any skill you learn is for the betterment. It's for you to move up the ladder. All I'm doing, I'm a career recognition coach. I help you grow in your career. And why do I do that? Because I've seen myself grow by the grace of God. Thank God that I've never been that person who really was concerned about career. But now I've achieved a point that I wanted to help people grow in their career. I'll tell you why. See, not everybody grows. Today I have people who work with me. And when I talk to them, you know what they say? I'm still not able to grow in the organization. I'm still not able to do that. I'm still not getting ideas. You will not get it if you're never a learner. You will never grow until and unless you invest and learn. So you will never grow. So that's the reason why. That's one small tip, but there are many other things. And the most important part we're learning today is effective communication. So those of you who have come in today to learn, those of you who have stepped inside and you're watching this video through YouTube, first off, that is the first and the great investment you have made in order to learn. You're spending time, you're spending your energy. Okay, so those of you who are ready, I want to ask you one thing. All of you type in the chat box, bring it on. BIO. Those of you are ready, go ahead and type that in the chat box, bring it on. I know it's not a big population, it will increase, the crowd will increase. I don't have a problem with that. For me, even two people, even if you come, or even one person, I would love to go ahead and train that person for them to learn. You come because you want to learn. You have come because you want to solve a problem. I am going to help you with that problem today. So bring it on. Let's see how many of you actually are going to say, bring it on. I want to see that. Bring it on. Yes. Okay. I see only one person, Akila Shaker. Bring it on. Who else? I want many of you to bring it on. Yes. 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 Awesome, guys. Very good. Okay. So here's my question. I want to know. Today's session is going to be quick, okay? Because we have a lot of things. I have a surprise for you at the end. So, and this surprise is not some surprise. This is an actual surprise. It's so difficult for me to make this surprise. I had to design my board on top. If you can take a look at my board, I had to design that. So there's a lot of work I put to just give you a surprise. Okay, I'm going to tell you about that. So how do you grow in an organization? Some of you could say, you have to work hard, you have to think smart, you have to do that, you have to do this. Okay, I'll accept that, right? Here's my next question. What are the key skills to grow in an organization? For those of you who are saying, I want you to mention what are the different key skills you need to grow in an organization. I want to put it in the comment box there, different key skills to grow in an organization. To me, if you ask me what are the best key skills, my first and foremost skill to grow in an organization, which I have implemented till date, is effective communication. Guys, understand, if you're not a communicator, forget about growth. Not even forget your career. Even if you start your own business, and if you if you don't effectively communicate, doomed. Especially in the 21st century, 2021, another 6 more months, 22. And if you're still not an effective communicator, doomed. Okay, so learn how to communicate. My first skill is effective communication. Then all this comes under soft skills. So under soft skills, I would always say effective communication. First part, business etiquette. Then I would say proactive thinking, decision making. See, there are so many other skills like this. And then when it comes to hard skills, I would always say based on your industry. Let's say if it's an engineering department, so you should know things regarding engineering. If you're into programming, if you're into software, you need to know how to go ahead and touch base on your software. You need to know how to program. If you're in a BPO industry, you need to know how to handle Excel, PowerPoints, or if you're into the training industry, you need to know how to design, how to go ahead and deliver, how to talk to people, how to bond with them. See, there's so many things. And the first and foremost of all of this is effective communication. Even right now, as I'm designing a course for a lot of people, I'm actually coming up with a new course based on how you can be a super duper presenter in your life, where you can become someone, you can grow quickly by becoming a presenter. The first and foremost skill which I'm touching base on is effective communication. So, anyways, fine. So, key skills. Maybe you could tell me what are the different types of key skills. So, I want to ask you. Maybe I'll put it in a very simple way. Okay, what should you do in order to grow in an organization fast? Okay, so I'll tell you the secret. I'll mention. I can only tell you, and I'm going to share a surprise with you, of course. But how good are you at implementing it? That's up to you guys. Okay. So, just a quick introduction to you guys. My name is Robinson Rex. Okay, and you can call me Rex, also called as Rex. Rex is a very common term. Everybody loves it. Rex, 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 Rex. So it's very easy, le? Robinson Rex. அப்படின்னு சொல்றதோட Rex is a lot easier. And this term, this Rex actually comes. The meaning of Rex is actually king of beasts. It seems. Even my dad didn't know what the meaning of Rex is actually. He gave me this surname, but it is actually my very first super boss. I want to mention his name. His name is Gregory Manoj. He was the very first one who actually termed me with that saying Rex. So everybody started calling me Rex with that, and I kind of like it. It's like a brand, like hey Rex, I'm Rex. Okay, right. I want to ask you this, okay? How many of you understand this? There is a person. There is still a person. His name is Clarence Thomas. He's one of the best jury members. Okay, he's a judge in the U.S. and he's African American, or if you can say, he's black. So back in those days, I'm talking about close to like 30, 40, 50 years ago. If you're going to be a jury member, especially in America, as an African American, they had a problem, because you know that there was a racist, that civil war going on where racism was still going on. But Mr. Clarence Thomas successfully became a judge even though he's African American by the grace of God, and he's a he's an awesome super duper judge. Okay, you can read about Mr. Clarence Thomas on Wikipedia or Google. You know, he said good manners will open doors that best education cannot. So no matter how much you and I study, even if I go to a doctorate, even if you go to a doctorate, you will not be able to open doors, bigger opportunities. Open doors meaning opportunities which good manners can. And what is good manners? Good manners comes under effective communication. And that's why today, as a part of effective communication, we are going to look at email etiquette. Okay. So email etiquette, why email etiquette? Why Rex? I mean, what is the why do you want email? I mean, I thought communication is all about talking. No, those of you who think communication is only about talking, I'm very sorry. No, if communication has 5 types: written, listening, verbal, non-verbal, and the last one is any idea? Listen, non-verbal, verbal, and visual. What you're doing right now is visual. What you're looking at is visual. That's why it's visual communication. You got it? So you must look at the point here right now that in these 5 types of communication, only if all these types of communication are together like this. Have you seen the Infinity Gauntlet in Avengers? Right? All the stone has to be there in order to snap. That's the same way. So in order to be an effective communicator, it doesn't mean only if you talk. You need to even have good body language. To me, the best body language, the best communicator in terms of body language, only in terms of body language, is Vadivel sir. I'll always say that to anybody. Okay? So if you're good at writing, you have to be good at writing your emails. That's the reason why. So when you get to office or when you're going to do something in terms of a job, or if you start your own business, if your emails suck, sorry, nobody will do business with you. Nobody will want to work with you. Nobody will even give an opportunity or trusting you. And that's the reason why you are going to learn why email etiquette is super important and how you have good email etiquette. Okay, I promise you, in the next 5 points which you're going to learn right now, you will learn some of the best points, basic points, and using these basic points, your emails will be beautiful. Okay, now before that, I want to ask you a question. How many of you are attending my session for the first time? If you're attending first, put first. If you're attending second, put second. I want to see how many of you are attending it for the first time or the second time. Let's see. Right, okay, so we have a lot of people over here. Okay, I want you guys to put it on. If you have attended my session, I want you to put it first, or if you're not a member, and if you're not at all attended it, it's okay. Then that means 1. If you've attended it already, then it's 2. So make sure you're okay. Right. Thank you so much, Soumya. Thank you. You're the very first. So this is first session. Kartika Rajendran. First session. Okay. Good. Good. Very good. Right, guys. I see that some of you are actually new. Please have fun. We're going to actually have a good time here. You're going to learn a lot of things. Ready? Let's go on. Okay, right. So we are not going to learn how to write emails, all of you. Okay, you guys are able to see my screen. We are not going to learn how to write an email. I'm not here to train you on how to write an email. I'm going to teach you the basic manners. Email etiquette, what I mean, etiquette means manners. If your emails have good manners in them, even if your spelling is wrong, no problem. But people will still accept them and will love to work with you. The goal of this entire session is not to go ahead and make sure you all see the growth is your goal. Let's say growth is your big goal. And in order to grow, you need to go ahead and start communicating. And if you communicate, people will work with you. People will love you. People will trust you. And then gets the bigger role of career growth. You got that? That's it. That is the formula. Simple formula. If you want to grow, trust. They should love working with you. They should be comfortable with you. They should literally trust you in order to go ahead and give you some job. So that is why we are going to touch base on manners. email manners, not how to write an email. Okay, cool. Right, moving on. So, uh, so we're going to become better communicators, like I discussed, guys, right now. Right. So I'm going to share top 5 um, manners in email writing. Okay. Even these manners could be available online, YouTube, fine, but you'll never get the explanation of how you can go ahead and do it through a person's experience. Because I want to start off by telling you first off, when I was a very young trainer, yeah, I was very playful, very playful guy. Everybody, any mails I get, I used to just type something and send it. It so happened that I typed something once, and a particular colleague of mine got so angry and replied back. That email went to the head still to show how mannerless I was actually. I don't want to state what happened, the moment, but I can tell you that because I was so playful and I typed my mail, I was in trouble once, and that actually ruined my entire reputation. As a trainer, people were like, "Hey, he's a very playful guy." See, அந்த பேரு வந்துடக்கூடாது. You should never fall into those terms. Yeah, you can be fun, you can be enjoyable. People should love working. You should be funny. Adala okay. Anna, you should never be a person who people think that you're very playful. You are not serious. If you get a term stating that you are not a serious person at work, you are done. It's very difficult to get back that name. You can get back, but it's going to be. It's like, for example, at home, sometimes, let's say you make a mistake, right? It's going to be a little difficult for your parents to trust you again, right? In certain things, it's not that they won't, but they will, right? So that is how office is. When you're at work, it's important that people trust you so that you can grow. Okay, wrong. Now let's move on to the top 5 manners which I want to go ahead and teach you right now. The first manner, the first etiquette is acknowledge. Whenever a person sends an email to you guys, kindly make sure you send back a reply. Okay, you might be there in the restroom, you might be walking around, you might be somewhere else. But if you don't reply to that email, let's say in half an hour's time, that is going to be very bad etiquette. People are going to be like, oh, where's this guy? Is he at work or what? Because at work, you're going to have your laptop, you're going to go have your phone, your emails are going to be in the phone. What is so difficult in taking it and messaging? You understand? Adunala, acknowledgement means replying back. How many of you have the habit that if a person calls you and if you're not able to pick up, do you have the habit of sending them a reply, or do you just keep the phone and keep watching it? கால் பண்றோம்ப்பா கொஞ்ச நேரம் சைலண்ட்ல போட்டு அப்புறமேட்டு பேசலாம். Do you have that problem? If you're doing that, don't do it. If you're not able to pick up the call, cut the call. Cut பண்ணீங்கன்னா they will know you're busy. Or send them a message stating, hey, listen, I'm in a meeting, I'll call you back. Send them a message. Of course, until and unless you really don't want to pick up, that's your personal thing. But if it's office, always remember to call back. When you call back, guys, people build trust in you, and people will trust you and love to work with you. My agenda, when I go to work, is not about making sure that, oh, people win, people do that, people do this. No. My first thing is I want people to be comfortable with me. I want people to like me and work with me. The moment they start working with me, I'm really happy, because that is when they will start listening to you. And when you tell them things, they will believe in you. Then they will change. Got the formula? Simple. You need to get people to trust you. Okay, right. Moving on to the next point. So we acknowledge. Next thing is grammar. I was not bought from the Shakespeare's bloodline. Okay, my great grandfather is not Shakespeare. My grandfather is from Burma. Okay, he never spoke English. My dad was a Tamil medium person. He studied at IIT Madras, but even though he's top notch. He's top notch. And my dad started to learn English only at the age of 18. At the age of 18, when my dad made it to IIT, That is the first time my dad started to learn English. My dad went through hell. When he opens his book, sometimes, it was fully written in English, and he was like, "Puriyalum puriyala." So, I know it's a big thing to say, but my dad was so good that he learned the language in just 6 months' time and started learning. You see, guys, that is the heart of a learner. எனக்கு வேணும், நான் கத்துக்கணும். Boom. Anybody can do that, not just my dad. Anybody can do that. So, are you a learner? Yes, type it in the comment box there. I want to see if you are a learner. All of you type that in the comment box. I'm going to right now check if you're saying that. If you are a learner, say yes, I am a learner. All of you. Yes, I am a learner. All of you. I am a learner. Yes. Yes, I am a learner because I am a learner. I'm 24/7 learning. Sometimes my wife gets irritated saying, "How much will you learn?" Right? Because in today's generation, in today's world, full of competition, you need to learn. You need to implement what you learn. It's not just learning, it's learn, implement, learn. அப்படிதான் படிக்கணும். So, yes, I am a learner. You, Krishna, was the first one to say, yes, I am a learner. Who else is a learner here? Kavya, yes, I am a learner. Very good, Kavya. Good job. Kartika Rajendran, yes, I am a learner. Good job, Kartika. That's how you do it. So, I am really happy to see so many people being learners. I want you to continue to be a learner. Okay, right. Let's move on to sharing my screen again. I'm going to do this often because I want to see that response. Right. Okay. Now, speaking of grammar, your sentences might not be correct exactly. You might have issues, and that's the reason why we have apps today. So if you have your system connected to a software called Grammarly, it's a free software called Grammarly. Use that software, it's free. You can get your sentences corrected when you send an email. I do that in spite of me speaking so much. I'm not saying I'm awesome in English. No, to me, if you ask me, I'm just close to 65 to 70%. That's all. But I use certain tools because in today's world, you don't really have to be an expert in all these things. You have tools. Use பண்ணுங்க. Tools use பண்ணுங்க. You'll be smart. So learn the tools. Grammarly. Go ahead, check out Grammarly. In fact, I'm actually promoting for Grammarly. I need to collect one cut from them. So use Grammarly, guys. You'll be smart enough in constructing your sentences there. Okay, so that will take us to another point. I'll tell you what that is. But trust me, if you're really bad at English and if you don't know how to construct sentences, Grammarly can't help you there. However, I would recommend be like my dad and learn the language. That's all you can do. Pick up a simple course on English learning. Watch YouTube, read, learn English. If you are going to be a winner, it's not that, oh, my mother tongue, is it not important? Yes, Tamil bodham. But when you're typing your emails, when you're going to do worldwide business once upon a time, you need to know English. It's just a language. You guys know the most toughest language. Tamil, Hindi, Kannada, all these languages are way tougher. But English is a very recent known language. The English has been there for the past 1,500 to 1,600 years or 2,000 years. That's all. These other languages, all the other languages, they're older and you know it. So when you can learn tougher languages to learn English and make sure you're good at your sentences, it will not take you much time. Come on, guys. I know you can do it. Right? So do that. Moving on to the next point. Okay, guys, are you enjoying it? Before I go ahead and touch base on this, I want to say how many of you are enjoying the session. If you are enjoying the session, I want you to put that there stating, yes, I am. You can make sure you go ahead and make a note there stating, yes, I am. If you're enjoying the session, please make sure you put, yes, I am. Good. All right. So let's move on again. Signature. So why is signature important? See, anytime when you write a letter, yeah, you're going to mention your name there. I don't know. We don't write letters anymore, of course. But if you look at the oldest way of doing it, it is always a signature at the end. Signature, today, people come up with signatures and quotes from Abdul Kalam and so forth. You can try something like that. Put your name, a quote, about a famous person, a very motivational quote, and you can put a phone number so that people can call you back. Okay, right. So signature is important. So the first one is acknowledge. Second is, excuse me, grammar. Third one is signature. Fourth one is proofread. Very, very important. Whenever you write an email, don't just send it. If you're sending it to a client, don't just send it like that. Stop, switch off your monitor for some time, get up, have a glass of water, come back, read it again, ask your friend to read it. Hey, macha, konjam padiyen. Ask him to read it. சரியா இந்த பக்கத்துல ஒரு பெருசா நீங்களும் கொஞ்சம் படிங்களா. Ask both of them to read it. Let them read and tell you if it's all paka. Only then send it. I'm talking about not like one-liner mails, but I'm talking about actual big mails which you actually deal with. Okay, proofreading is the fifth one. Salutation. Now, what do you mean by salutation? Salutation is nothing but hi, Eucharista. Hello, Dhanashekhar. Dear Henry. So when you talk about that hi, hello, dear, these are salutations. And an email, it is not really advisable to put hello, dear, respected. No. Hi. In a business mail, it's hi. Let's say you're sending a mail to the Prime Minister of India, respected is fine. But if you're going to send a mail to office in your office or in your workspace or your clients or your business partners, it is hi. Make sure you put hi. Hi, Krishna. Hi, Dana. Hi, Raj. Hi, so forth. So that's how it goes on. Guys, got it? Yeah? Okay. So these are the basic 5 types of basic etiquette which I follow. Okay. And the way I follow it is like this. So I'm going to show you something really cool, guys. And I don't know how many of you are going to know this. The last time I gave everybody a free resume template. Today, I'm also going to give you something really cool. If you really want to make sure if you want to become an awesome communicator, right? You must always follow a roadmap, a blueprint. Okay, a blueprint is like a roadmap. If you're building something new, if you're going to build a building right now, you're supposed to go ahead and have a map, a roadmap, a structure, a blueprint. So in order to go ahead and write awesome emails right now, in order to make sure that you follow this etiquette, I have a clear blueprint which I want to show you guys, and this is what I follow. Okay, I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so if you look at it right now, so in order to be an effective communicator, first thing is you must sound original and you must never sound robotic. Okay, you must never sound robotic. Why robotic? Robotic is like plastic, not real. You know, you're like faking it. And because if you sound robotic, you'll never grow. Why? Why wouldn't you never grow? Because being robotic will always result in poor email writing, poor communication, improper manners, and no rapport. You don't build that relationship with your colleagues. You should build a good relationship with your colleagues. If you don't build a good relationship with your colleagues, you will not grow. Therefore, if you want to become an effective communicator, you need to sound real. You need to be yourself. Originally, be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to fake it. Don't try to come up with something new. You will fail. Don't do that. So if you want to be original right now, there are 5, like I said, there are 5 communication, types of communication. One is verbal, visual, written, listening, and non-verbal. So I'm not going to touch base on non-verbal, listening, visual, and verbal. What I'm going to touch base on is the written, because that's what we are looking at right now. In written, we have 5 types: emails, letters, chat, text, and emoticons. So all of these are writing. Emails. Right now, we're talking about emails, letters, handwritten letters. People are still writing letters. We think no, but yes, there are handwritten letters. You can go to YouTube and check out some examples of how people make pen friends. Chat is, of course, you have Facebook chat, you have WhatsApp, you have everything. You have text messages, of course, and then you have your emoticon. Emoticons are one of the next level of communication, man. Seriously. I mean, Apple, the company Apple has gone to the next level of making more of 3D visual where you keep showing your face and becomes more like that. So you become an emoticon, right? Right, okay. So when you talk about emails, again, in written, I'm going to talk about emails, because that's what we're actually discussing right now, correct? So first thing is official and personal. In official, if you make a mistake, it's a high risk. In personal, if you make a mistake, it's a low risk. If you make a high risk mistake, that is only for your job or business. That is official, is all about job or business. But personal is more about self, business, families, and friends. So not a big risk at all, except for business type emails. Now, if you look at all of those things I taught you right now, acknowledge, grammar, signature, proofread, salutation. I have given you all the explanation of here of what you need to follow and what not you need to follow, right? So this is called as the email etiquette blueprint right now. This is called as an email etiquette blueprint. If you can stick to this blueprint, if you can just follow this, okay, if you can just follow this, trust me, your emails will be beautiful. People will always, they'll actually want, recently, I helped a person write emails with the same email etiquette. And she came back testifying, saying that people actually made a lot more friends and they started trusting in her. People were surprised to see new emails from her. So this is how you actually maintain etiquette. Okay, right. So here's my question to you guys. How many of you would love to, who would want to have this blueprint with you guys? Hands up. How many of you guys would like to take this blueprint? How many of you want me to send it to you right now? Let me know in the comments box saying, yes, I want it. There are only few of us in the session. That's okay. But how many of you really want it? If you really want it right now, I am going to put a link right now in this comment box over here. And all I want you to do is enter your details and we will send the details. So before that, I want you to go ahead and support me in one thing, guys. Let's do a barter system, okay? In order to get this. If you enjoyed this session right now, till now, I'm sure this is a very quick session today, okay? So if you really enjoyed this session, I will go ahead and put a link in this form right now, and I want you to click on that link. It's my page called the Talk Like Rex page. So I want you to go ahead and type one small comment below the post. You would see the post where for today's session. I want you to click and type on one small one word like, how did you feel? Good, awesome, nice, thank you. Whatever it is, I want you to just type your comments there. Okay. So I'm going to put that quickly over here. I hope you guys can see it. Go ahead and click on that. Enter your details so that we will send you the blueprint immediately after the session. And don't forget to click on the link below that, which is my Facebook link. Enter your comments once, just once. I want to see how much of support you've given me right now in this session, so that it helps me also build my build these sessions on a weekly basis, and so we can have a lot of people learn from my OS Insight, right? So go ahead and click on the link. If you are done, go ahead and click yes, I am done, so that I can send you the blueprint immediately. Suppose if you are a person who's watching this session, I'm sorry, if you're somebody who's watching this session after the live session, if you're watching a recorded session, don't forget to click on that form and enter your details so that, and also type a comment. We will go ahead and send you the blueprint immediately. Okay. Right. So if you're done, go ahead and just put a thumbs up or yes, I'm done over there, so that we can go ahead and finish off. So first, how many of you enjoyed the session? Go ahead and give me a thumbs up, or like, yes, we loved it, something like that. So how many of you actually enjoyed the session today? Or was it like, this is not what we wanted? You can also mention that. See, apparently this is a training, okay? It doesn't matter, you could have enjoyed it or not. So, but still, the idea is you need to tell me how it was. So go ahead, make sure you put that in the comment over there stating how it was. Claps, Akila. Thank you so much, Akila. Good job. Awesome, guys. Right. Okay, I think that is the end, guys. Right now, these are the 5 basic things I actually wanted to talk to you about today. If you only follow these 5, you might be having some, great skills building up in your life. So make sure you go ahead and Thank you, Kavya. I saw that. Very nice. Appreciated, Kartika, Vino, and Akila. Very nice. So make sure you go ahead and share these ideas with your friends and let them know as well. And maybe I will see you in the next session. And off to Yuki.
Yes, Rex. Thank you. Thank you very much. Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks to the lovely audience, though very few, that's all right, but still, we will also have, people watching it as a, recorded session. I really hope, that's going to happen, because just for the exams, it just turned out this way. But you did not get discouraged, and you were really very, kind. And yeah, it was the same. So, the numbers didn't matter to you, Rex. So it was the passion that kept you, that was driving you throughout. Nandri, thank you, and also to the participants who joined us today. So if you have any questions at all, we can open the platform for the next 2 minutes, and then, yeah, Kavya says, yes, I'm enjoying and learning. Nandri, thank you, Kavya. So yeah, like Rex mentioned, you can go and give a thumbs up to his Facebook page, and you can get the blueprint. So looks like no questions yet.
Not yet. Also, guys, if you're looking at learning a lot more regards to communication, I'm actually specifically making videos on my Facebook page, on YouTube. So you can just type "talk like Rex" or just type my name, Robinson Rex, and you'll find out a lot of these videos. Small. It's not going to be. You're not going to learn how to become an effective communicator by looking at the videos. Okay, these are just small tips for you to learn. So it's not about subscription or something like that. All I do is I believe in solving a problem. If it helps you, then you will go ahead and make sure you learn more. So make sure you go ahead and learn a lot more from these resources which you get for free right now. That's one of the best things I make use of. Any book which I get online, I grab it. If they're saying it's a free book, grab it. So read as much as you can, learn as much as you can. Right? Okay.
Thoughtful. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rex. So I think on that note, we can call it a wrap for the episode 2 right now. So we will connect soon, and we'll also discuss how we can take this, forward. All right. So thank you very much, Rex. Thanks to the Wonder Woman who took care of your children, and but they were never a disturbance at all. Even when they talk in between, that's totally fine. And
that's because they're inside the room, right? I tell them, please take them inside and lock up. Because otherwise the entire place will be like a playground. They'll be running, they'll be climbing on the chair and all these things.
I get it. Children, they're fun. Lovely. Thank you so much again, Rex. Thanks to all those who joined. We'll again meet you in an episode like this. You take care, stay safe, stay home. All right. Do follow all the rules. Keep yourself healthy. See you once again. Wishing you nothing but the best.